Have you ever looked at a picture of Stonehenge and just wondered, how? How did our ancient ancestors, thousands of years ago, without modern technology, quarry, transport, and erect these colossal stones? These aren't just random rocks. They're megalithic structures, and they're scattered all across the globe, from the windswept plains of England to the remote shores of Easter Island. Today, we're embarking on a journey to unearth the secrets of these incredible monuments. What were they for? Who built them? And what can they tell us about a lost chapter of human history? So what exactly defines a megalithic structure? The word megalith literally means great stone. These are prehistoric monuments built using large, often unworked or roughly dressed stones. They come in many forms. You have menhirs, which are single standing stones, dolmens, which are like stone tables and often served as tombs, and of course, the magnificent stone circles like Stonehenge and Avebury. These structures date back to the Neolithic period and the Bronze Age, making some of them older than the pyramids of Egypt. Think about that for a second. We're talking about communities that were just beginning to experiment with farming, yet they were already undertaking construction projects on a scale that would challenge even us today. Let's start our world tour at perhaps the most famous megalith of all, Stonehenge in England. Built in several stages over about 1,500 years, starting around 3000 BC, its purpose remains one of history's greatest debates. Was it a temple for sun worship, a celestial observatory to track the seasons, or a sacred burial ground for royalty? The giant sarsen stones, some weighing over 40 tons, were transported from about 20 miles away. But the smaller blue stones? They came all the way from the Preseli Hills in Wales, over 150 miles distant. How they moved these 4-ton stones across land and water is a puzzle that has fascinated engineers and archaeologists for centuries. The perfect alignment of the stones with the summer and winter solstices suggests a deep understanding of astronomy, a calendar carved in stone. But Stonehenge is just the tip of the iceberg. Let's travel to Turkey, to a site that completely rewrote our understanding of early human civilization, Göbekli Tepe. This site is staggeringly old, dating back to around 9600 BC, that's 6,000 years before Stonehenge. What's mind-blowing about Göbekli Tepe is that it was built by hunter-gatherers, people we once thought were too nomadic and disorganized for such massive projects. The site consists of multiple circular enclosures with intricately carved T-shaped pillars, some standing over 18 feet tall and weighing up to 10 tons. These pillars are decorated with detailed reliefs of animals like foxes, lions, snakes, and vultures. This wasn't a settlement. Archaeologists have found no evidence of people living there. It appears to have been a ritual center, a temple, perhaps the world's first. This discovery challenges the long-held theory that agriculture came first, and then complex society and religion followed. At Göbekli Tepe, it seems it was the other way around. The need to build and gather at this sacred site may have spurred people to settle down and develop farming to feed the workforce. Now, let's head to the rugged coast of Ireland to see Newgrange. Older than both Stonehenge and the pyramids of Giza, Newgrange is a massive circular mound, a passage tomb built around 3200 BC. The structure is a masterpiece of Neolithic engineering. It's a huge kidney-shaped mound covering an acre of land, with a 62-foot-long passage leading to a central chamber. The most incredible feature of Newgrange happens only once a year. For a few days around the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year, the rising sun shines directly through a small opening above the entrance, called a roof box, and illuminates the entire passage and chamber for about 17 minutes. Imagine being one of the people who built this, witnessing that first beam of light pierce the darkness after a year of waiting. It's a powerful spiritual experience that connects us directly to our ancestors 5,000 years ago. The precision required for this alignment is astonishing. And the mystery deepens when we look at the similarities between these sites, separated by thousands of miles and thousands of years. Take the Carnac stones in Brittany, France. Here, over 3,000 prehistoric standing stones are arranged in long parallel rows stretching for several miles. It's the largest such collection in the world. Why did they arrange them in lines? Was it an astronomical calendar, a religious procession route, or something else entirely? Then you have the megalithic temples of Malta, like Kagar Kim and Najdra, which are also aligned with celestial events and are among the oldest freestanding stone buildings in the world. From the giants' tombs of Sardinia to the dolmens of Korea, it seems humanity had a shared obsession with building with giant stones. This raises a fascinating question. Was there a shared culture or a transfer of knowledge across ancient Europe and beyond? Or did these different societies independently develop the same ideas? The alignments with solstices and equinoxes are a common thread. It suggests that for our ancestors, the changing of the seasons wasn't just about weather. It was a cosmic cycle of death and rebirth, deeply embedded in their spiritual beliefs. These structures were clocks, calendars, and cathedrals all rolled into one. They marked time, predicted seasons for planting and harvesting, and served as sacred spaces to connect with the gods and the spirits of the ancestors. The construction techniques themselves are a marvel. How did they move these multi-ton stones? Theories range from using log rollers and sledges lubricated with animal fat to building vast timber causeways. It would have required immense social organization. Hundreds, if not thousands, of people would have to be fed, housed, and directed. This wasn't the work of a few individuals. It was a community-wide effort, a project that likely spanned generations. The sheer will and determination to undertake such a task speaks volumes about the importance of these structures to the people who built them. They were investing everything they had into creating something permanent, something that would outlast them for millennia. And what about the art? The intricate carvings at Göbekli Tepe, the spiral patterns at Newgrange, these aren't just decorations. They are symbols, a language we are still trying to decipher. These patterns, known as megalithic art, appear in sites across Europe. Do they represent the cosmos, the journey of the soul, or stories from their mythology? Without a written record, we can only speculate. But they give us a glimpse into the minds of our ancestors, their creativity, and their desire to leave their mark on the world. So, as we stand in awe of these silent stone giants, we're left with more questions than answers. They are a testament to human ingenuity, cooperation, and our enduring search for meaning in the cosmos. They remind us that our ancestors were not primitive brutes, but sophisticated astronomers, engineers, and artists with a rich spiritual life. Perhaps the greatest secret of the megaliths isn't how they were built, but why. What powerful belief could motivate entire societies to pour their collective energy into these monumental tasks? As we continue to excavate and study these sites with new technology, we peel back the layers of time, getting ever closer to understanding our distant past. These stones still have stories to tell, and we just need to learn how to listen. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through time. What do you think these ancient structures were for? Let me know your theories in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more adventures into the mysteries of history. See you next time.